Hey folks, Eastern Canada is in the middle of a crazy heat wave right now, and this keeps happening in Canada, in the US, and the whole world, really. So, what are the signs of heat exhaustion and heat stroke that you need to look out for? So, heat stroke is what we call hyperthermia. That's when your core body temperature hits 40 degrees or higher. When that happens, the nervous system gets affected. So, you see confusion, agitation, even seizures. And eventually, you see an increased metabolic rate. The heart rate goes up, the respiratory rate goes up. But before you get to heat stroke, you have symptoms of what we call heat exhaustion. And those are things you can actually do something about before you get to heat stroke. So the symptoms of heat exhaustion are really the symptoms of dehydration from sweating. So you get lightheaded, you get dizzy, you might get muscle cramps because you're losing all those electrolytes in your sweat. You might get nausea and vomiting, and you might get that fatigue or that exhaustion feeling. So if you have any of those symptoms, get out of the heat and rehydrate. And how you know if you're getting enough water is if you keep on peeing, and take a look at the color of your urine. It should be no darker than your usual, because if it is, it means you're concentrating your urine, which means you need to drink more. Be particularly careful with young kids, with the elderly, with pregnant women, and people with chronic diseases. So people with heart disease, kidney disease, people who have diabetes, even people with mental health disorders are more susceptible to flaring up in this kind of weather. And the last thing to keep in mind is that most people who die in these heat waves don't actually die outside, they die inside. And the majority of those people are over the age of 70. The majority of them live alone. So if you have somebody like that in your orbit, please look in on them.